Grate some Parmesan cheese because I'm making some shrimp Alfredo.
Yep, Parmesan cheese.
Daryl is the only guy I know that I was like, Daryl, I'm gonna make shrimp Alfredo for dinner. He's like, I want sausages. Who complains about shrimp Alfredo? Nobody. He should just be super happy. Daryl, is it nice to have like a personal chef?
Yes. No. I should do a video on breakfast.
Well, I think it's funny because of all the people who used to comment on my videos on my channel like, you don't work, what do you do all day? I clean and cook, and I actually do those things. I think people get a bad idea of like stay-at-home wives now because did you notice like most stay-at-home wives that we know don't really do
They sit at home and do
anything?
nothing.
Yeah, but that's not the case here. Daryl has like a personal chef
And laundryman.
and laundry person and housekeeper, and
Yep.
of course I cuddles him every once in a while. Daryl doesn't like to cuddle.
So
He
this
says
is
he
our
does,
cheese
but he
grater. It's a
doesn't.
nice cheap one that we got here. I don't know if we bought it or if Nate gave it to us.
We bought it.
We bought it.
We had a nice
We had a
one.
really
We
nice
still
one
have a
that we-
nice one.
Where did we order it from online?
Amazon.
Amazon.
We have a nice one, but it's at his parents. So when we go home in April, we'll get that and like our dishes and stuff. But
Our bowls mostly.
Daryl, why don't you like to cuddle?
I do like to cuddle
How come you only like to cuddle for like 6 minutes?
because I like to do other things.
While you watch stuff?
I do everything.
I watched Pitch Perfect today, guys. It was hilarious. Some of you had asked me if I've seen it, so I did see it today, and I was like, that's so funny. I love the part where she was like, oh, what did she say? I'm gonna finish him like a cheesecake.
Oh, also, fresh grated Parmesan cheese is the way to go with Parmesan cheese. That Parmesan cheese that you buy that's already pre-shredded for you or in flakes, it's got nothing on shredding your own fresh Parmesan cheese.
I really want to move back
It's
to,
amazing, actually. It's so good.
I was talking.
Okay.
I really want to move back home or like to a place where there's a lot more options for food shopping because we really like to try to buy fresh things like fresh herbs and fresh spices and fresh produce and stuff, but here they don't really have many options for food shopping, so makes it kind of difficult.
We're thinking if we get a house sometime, or when we get a house sometime.
If we ever can get a house one day.
If we ever get a house one day, we want to have a greenhouse in it so that we could grow our own.
He's thinking that. I'm not really a fan of the greenhouse idea.
If she's at home, she
Hold
can water
this
some plants.
so I can get my cook.
Okay.
Get my cook on.
So, you've all been through our house. It's a little unkempt right now. And just, I have a thing where I don't like TVs on in other rooms, even though she'll turn on TV in every single room. And it's just, drives me crazy. Though at the same time, I used to be obsessive about cabinets being closed, and now I'll leave a cabinet open in a heartbeat.
And it drives me nuts.
And it drives her nuts. And I've realized what I put my friend through, who I used to complain in his house about his cabinets being left open, especially after I ran into like 5 of them.
What you put, what?
I used to yell at Brett all the time.
What you put him through. I'm not putting you through anything. I expect you to close
So-
cabinets.
I'm thinking if I grate the whole thing, I can put it in a container.
We don't have any little containers.
We do have a little container. I'm just trying to find it. We have a little lid for it.
Please don't drop anything on my head.
Yeah, I won't.
Excuse me. I need to put my mushrooms in the pan. Move.
Okay.
I told you to move. Someone's
So,
gonna
yeah.
comment and be like, she's so mean to him.
We should cook together more, but as you can see, there's not that much room in here for cooking.
We really want to move.
We want to move so we can have more room and get a fridge that can hold all the stuff that we would like to have in it.
I love mushrooms.
Of course, we broke one of the shelves. Well, we didn't break one of the shelves. It broke, and we've been waiting for a
fridge.
replacement.
It broke. Never slam your fridge out of anger.
Yeah.
Things will break on you.
Oh, look at that. All those mushrooms in there. Those mushrooms were really good with the barbecue sauce on them, the way you had cooked them. They were, like, phenomenal.
On a steak, guys, not now.
No, I mean, it was just like amazing, though. You should definitely try that again.
Is anyone freaked out by the fact that I look like The Walking Dead some days, and then some days I look like this? Because
You look like The
I
Walking
think-
Dead with makeup. It's a joke because you're pale right now with the lighting.
I want to say your mom, but your mom watches this probably.
You can say I'm
stop
bald.
Getting all up in my face.
Here, I was gonna hand the
I don't
camera
want
to
you
you.
in my grill.
All
Don't get all up in my
your
grill, dog. What was it that you were saying was like old slang the other day?
Old slang.
You're so chunky right now, babe.
I know. I gotta hit the gym some more.
Am I chunky right now?
You got a chunky baby in.
I did not buy more hot wings.
You didn't buy more hot wings.
Yes, I did.
You didn't even finish the first bag of hot wings.
I don't want those.
Why? Don't
Open
you
it.
think
I'll see if they agree with me.
so? Well, maybe if you didn't.
I don't like the
Oh.
bottom ones. What? Daryl has a problem with me and my obsession with not eating things that are at the bottom. What else don't I eat that's at the bottom? Lettuce,
Pop,
pop. But that's just less pop.
which is good.
Yeah.
Oh, we still got salmon left.
Yep.
I thought it was gone.
I was nice enough to freeze them and package them individually in serving sizes for Daryl. So
Hey,
you can eat
They have
those.
Ziplocs on them.
Quit
a
arguing
reason.
with me.
What was I doing?
Your mom has a Ziploc on her for a reason.
That's not even an insult. It makes no sense.
I tell Daryl all the time stuff about his mom that makes no sense, and I don't really mean it about his mom. So if you're watching this,
It's when you make those
don't really
bomb
mean it
comebacks
about
for no
you.
reason.
hey, quit leaving. That's why I make you film, because you're always running around like a
'Cause I'm
weirdo.
putting everything
Here,
in.
I'm trying to cook.
Alright.
Daryl's doing. What are you
Alright,
doing?
so right now I'm just adding the garlic into our mushrooms. We got some fresh garlic and we shredded it up and we're putting it in. to
If you're
cook it in with the
cooking
mushrooms.
something for a long, long time, like you're marinating, then using the whole garlic clove is good. But if you're actually just cooking it like this, like to
Real
get
fast.
them
Get flavor.
to get like sauteed and give them flavor,
I'll stir it.
then okay. I just don't want them to stick. Then actually doing this to your garlic and shredding it actually lets the flavors go a lot.
And you can smell it as it
more.
cooks too.
Yeah.
What we notice is a lot of people that don't cook regularly feel that there's a lot of preparation and that it's extremely hard. And it's funny because when we first started cooking more often at home, like we didn't have any like fresh seasonings at all. We had no clue how to use any of them.
We had all this.
We would have that. We barely even had that. Remember?
Yeah.
We barely even had salt and pepper. It was just whatever came in the container. We would mix it up, and then we started experimenting here and there with stuff, and watching Food Network, and noticed how to start using a lot of. This is starting to stick a little bit.
Turn the heat down then
Yeah,
to 2.
it is too.
Okay.
I just have a natural affinity for turning it down to the right temperature.
Oh, okay.
But we started just cooking more often, and
Well, Daryl doesn't cook a lot of dinner foods, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach him now. Because with the baby, you know, we're both going to have to know how to do it. So.
all right, I think that's good. I want to put something in there. I want to put a liquid in there to make it like
It's
a
going
sauce.
in the. You can actually cook the sauce into it because the sauce
Yeah.
has to be heated up.
That's what we'll do. That'll give it some, so it won't be so dry right
Yeah,
now.
I'm trying to. He can make breakfast really well, and I've been learning breakfast. I think I've been doing better with breakfast. But he's learning dinner and lunch now, so like I don't know. As we
It's
try to be
garlic Alfredo
healthier.
sauce.
Yeah. As we try to be healthier, we are, you know, he'll be learning things with me. And the only thing we don't make ourselves or like do ourselves is the sauce. And we really, really want to get a food processor, a really good blender and a really good mixer so that we can make our own sauces and stuff so that
Especially, I made my first attempt at a tomato sauce was really interesting a couple months ago. I mean, it
would have been better if you had a blender
for
or
her,
processor.
yeah, for her,
a little
if we had a
chunky.
blender and processor, it would have been better. But it wasn't red like the tomato sauce that you'd get in the store, which was probably a turnoff for her. So we mixed it with the regular tomato sauce we had, and you could just taste the flavors. They were They were so strong and they were amazing. Actually, I loved it. She didn't really like it too much, but I loved it. I put the fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, fresh oregano, all in there. I had
Killed your own tomato.
what was it? What's it called? I forget. But I blanched my own tomatoes. I didn't take the seeds out like they say to do because they say the seeds add a bitter taste to it. But blanching is the process of what, boiling and then putting into ice water or something like that.
And then the skin peels off.
And then the skin peels off. And you reduce that down when you cook it, which was really, really cool to do. And I just loved the flavors. It was just amazing to have so much flavor in such a small amount of stuff, to the point where you could put it in with like Prego or something and you could still taste the lemon juice, the garlic that I had in
That's
it.
what we should put in here, fresh lemon juice.
I had fresh, that's what I was wondering if
We
we
have
had any.
lemon.
Okay. We got a juicer too somewhere.
You couldn't just squeeze a lemon, dude.
Yeah, we could just squeeze a lemon. I just don't want the seeds to get in there at all.
You hold your couch.
But
I'm gonna show Daryl how to squeeze a lemon.
yeah, I had fresh
This vlog
lemon
might
in
be two
there.
parts because we're actually doing
And
stuff too.
it was delicious. I want to do it again, but I gotta get better at it.
And we gotta get like a food processor.
We gotta get a food processor too.
Tell them our plan. Maybe they'll like the idea.
What?
That if you don't eat out,
Yeah, if we don't eat, we're planning that the money that we would normally spend eating out, we're gonna
keep it in the
spend.
middle so everything evenly cooks.
Yeah, I know.
Hold your hand like
That's not the
this.
middle though. That's the middle.
And just squirt.
As you can see, she's just squirting it through her hand to catch any seeds that might come out. You can squeeze more in.
Babe, it's gonna make the sauce watery.
Oh, okay. But yeah, we added a little lemon juice to this. Before she didn't like lemon juice. Now she tends to like lemon juice more. Sorry. Turn it around.
I don't eat it. I don't drink it.
I like lemon juice in my water and everything if I can. Give it a little bit of flavor. But right now we got it in here. We got some Bertolli garlic
know-
Alfredo. Did you put salt and pepper in here?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you know that if you put a wooden spoon over top of a pot, it won't boil over no matter what? I learned that from It's Christine on YouTube.
How?
I have no idea, but she was doing it and it totally, or no, it wasn't It's Christine, it was Brittany and Baby. I learned it from her.
That's interesting.
And it's actually true. She was doing it on camera. Like it was super boiling over and she just put a wooden spoon on top and it just stopped. It's really cool.
Maybe because the wood absorbs the moisture to keep it from boiling over.
I'm actually going to add more because we added sauce and all that stuff.
Yeah, we're adding more salt and pepper into this.
We have the grinders.
We
do
have
fresh sea salt.
we do the fresh sea salt grinder and fresh black pepper grinders from McCormick.
We'll try to
The-
make this vlog 2 parts. 1 part with the cooking stuff. That way if you don't like cooking, but if you do, you can watch this part.
Honestly, you should really get into cooking. If you haven't, it's fun. You can control exactly what you're eating.
Not
You know what's in
processed
it.
and with
A lot of the foods that you're eating that you're probably addicted to, like McDonald's,
preservatives.
they have chemicals in them to make you addicted to them so that you come back and buy more. So that when you see their commercials, it triggers those chemicals in you.
in your brain.
Yeah, because there's times where I'll just see McDonald's, I'm like, I must have it, and just drive over there
And
and
we're
can't
getting
resist.
used to not doing that now.
Yeah, right now we're getting addicted to natural flavors that are really,
And you feel
really
so
good.
much more accomplished when you make it yourself. Like it tastes so much better.
And it's not even that it tastes better, but you're only, like, okay, you have 24 hours in a day. If you really can't find 15 to 30 minutes to cook yourself a well-balanced meal,
Yeah, how long would you say it takes for me to make you food? Like,
yeah, on average it takes about 15 minutes for a meal, depending on what you're cooking.
And
Right now
there's
we're
only
up
2
to
of
about
us, so.
we're probably up to about a half hour, maybe 20 minutes because we've vlogged most of this actually.
But we don't usually cook together.
Yeah, we normally don't
It's
cook
usually
together.
me and I speed cook because he's always like, I'm hungry.
And we normally don't take all this time, but honestly, 15-20 minutes,
Even
and you can
hour
even
of
have
your day.
even an hour of your day. I mean,
To
24
add-
hours in a day.
It could add years to your life.
It
if
can
you
add
don't
years
eat that
to your
stuff.
life, and a lot of times, the more you cook, the better you get at it, just naturally. You don't have to be a 5-star chef to cook 5-star meals. You'll just start learning and trying different stuff, and it's fun when you try new things and it works out. I mean, you'll just
What did I make you the other day? A hot dog pizza.
yeah. She did hot dog pizza. It was really funny because
Which was crazy.
she put
It was fun.
we had a little pizza. Hold on, here, you keep starting